Hello, hello, hello. Monday, June 28th, 2021, and it is sunny and beautiful here in the DC area. I got home from some lacrosse tournaments all weekend where it was just an actual nice balance of testosterone and estrogen. Although it was an all boys tournament, but the parents, just everything was just, let's just say I noticed it, and it was very pleasant. And my guides were active and coming to me. And then when I got home, oh my goodness, I got home, I sat on the back deck and a club nearby was doing their fireworks. And then my whole sky show was lit up with all my guides. So I had the fireworks going on behind me, and then in front of me, my own sky screen of just the guides just, oh gosh. And so many of them were like these little flippy orbs, like just flying all around. And people can mistake those for, what do you call them? Fireflies. But fireflies go a little slower, and they just have a little contained. These are going, they go in the trees, they'll whip straight by me. They'll show themselves in the sky, and all of a sudden it's like so fast. So yeah, love it. I just love it, and I enjoyed sitting out there. And the reason for this video today was more about that soul family, twin flame, masculine, feminine. So as we know, way back yonderville, masculine was hijacked by those who were born with a penis. Okay? And over time, there was the firstborn of those that took over all the responsibilities and, creating a lot of domination. Separating and creating division between those who were born without a penis. Okay? So as we know, it has created what I want to call the vagina uprising. And what I will hear in conversations with others or on video or whatever, I'll hear it's time for the feminine. It's time for the feminine to take over. Oh, the feminine's here. Feminine's now going back into power. And it's like, stop. Everybody stop. That is again creating massive divisions and saying, because of your genitalia, it lets you know whether you're less or more than others. It falls in the same line with are you born with the right skin color? Are you born in the right zip code? Are you born in the right country? Are you, whatever. That's creating this. And I'm not talking just to slip down the middle. I'm talking, it's a mess. It's a mess. And it's a mess we have to acknowledge that we've been a part of as both sexes for many lifetimes. In this lifetime, you really get in tune with the me, myself, and I of it, you've realized that the masculine feminine is here. It's an energetic thing. It has nothing to do with, let's just say I'm born a girl and I've stayed a girl. And, according to the delusions that have been created, am I a girly girl? Am I a super feminine girl? Am I a sporty girl? Am I a dominating girl? Am I assertive? Am I aggressive? Where is the balance within this energetic physical body, right? And once you learn that it's always in the me, myself, and I of it, which is all that is, as creator source beings with our feet on this planet, once you understand that, the delusions of others, movies, books, other people's opinions, judgments, fall away the wayside. And you look at your physicality and you're like, okay, I want to balance that to the best and the highest it can be, balancing my energetic, my emotional, my mental, spiritual, all these different levels that create everything under this hood. Okay? Levels all the way out. Once you begin to focus on that, you get to that center point of balance that people want to call zero or neutrality, and I'm so sick of those buzzwords. Actually, it's just like once you come to the center that works best for you, you begin to look around and see things differently. And there's not as much judgment or harsh opinions or opinions that create non-acceptance. There are more feelings of acceptance of all those that are on their path. We don't need a penis or a vagina uprising. We need a reunion and communion between them within the hood of all that is within you. And you don't look for something outside of yourself to complete you, because you know that most of the time your twin isn't in physical form here on this earth, unless it's been a pre-incarnated thing, and sometimes it's not so pretty. So it's not that end-all fairy tale, Harlequin romance, daytime drama, movie stuff. Okay? You have an entire entourage of light beings in many different shapes and forms that are here specifically to help you bring this union together. And I mean specifically to help you complete yourself, number one, and number two, complete the what you chose to come in, incarnate, and experience here on this beautiful planet. And we've been pulled away from that and hijacked from all of that through all of the illusions and delusions and incorrect information and the untruths that have been placed upon truer information. So there's been so many disguises and masquerades of what the pure source light being that you are. So there's a lot of smoke and mirrors and a lot of traps that have enslaved many into what they think they're supposed to be. So tapping into your heart center, balancing your own physical and masculine, and you don't have to read a list on what those are, okay? Make your own list of what feels more in tune. Because that's the key, is that attunement within the physical, mental, spiritual, etheric, light body, energetic, everything. And when you become in tune with that, the opinions of others no longer have any impact at all on you. Because you know yourself to be a more divine in union spirit with Mother Earth, with your entourage of guide teams. Most likely your twin is in there, big time, guiding you. But the relationships that you can have with others, family, friends, business associates, tribal teams that you do things with, intimate lovers, are all part of a soul family that you're here to interact with. When you're really super, super duper in tune, there's an honoring sacredness about who it is that you are. And an honoring sacredness about who others are. There's also an honoring sacredness on allowing others to be on their journey, not booting you off of yours. So you're like that patient sage that can just observe, because I didn't set their timers. Now, energetically, could something I emanate affect them to spark it? Of course. Is there something vibrational in my vocal cords, or movement, or putting something together, telepathically? Can that spark them? Yes, as long as it's not an intentional interruption of that other person's journey. You have no right to orchestrate or corrupt anyone else's journey. You can share information, and it's actually better to share it when asked, or if a topic comes up, versus getting in there and getting it out there because you want to potentially poke the other person. Of course, that can go in the opposite direction too. That creates an imbalance. So I'm going to go back to the same thing the guides have said to me for 2 years now, is stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Broaden your lens. You can still see peripherally, and you can choose peripherally, but you don't choose it to control others. And when you really stay centered, and I mean centered, it becomes an observant place that they want to use the word stained or unstained, and I'm not sure that's fitting in with my words. Okay, so they're saying, say it like this. Observing becomes more stainless, meaning you're not seeing all the tainted, what's holding things up, and then wanting to get in there and maneuver and control people. Okay, I'll work on that one. So now what they're showing me is like doing a piece of art, and you're supposed to do the art in more of a linear way, like you're painting a lamp, but you sort of go out of the lines and you make it a little more abstract, and your grade isn't as high as others in your class who follow directions. But later, when you look back on that art, you realized your creativity and the beauty in all of that. And that it was okay that you didn't fit in with everybody else and made the grade that everybody else made because they followed those directions. Now they're saying it's not about directions, it's about your connections. And the more that you connect with all of this for the highest good of all of this, the stains begin to disappear. Going out of the lines disappear. And you can allow people to zigzag all over the place until they find their center of connection. Thanks. Kind of like that. And then remember what they brought through before. We're living to learn, and we're learning to live. When you're learning to live, things are going to happen. And it becomes your experience where your choices will go as you grow. There isn't one path. There are millions and billions of paths to get to a destination of having a communion of the masculine and the feminine within thyself. And then you can see the beauty of so many, and things appear less stained. I really hope this helps. Much love, light to each and every one of you. Please subscribe, like, share. I really do appreciate the support. And I love comments. Have a great day.